Well, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna cut the neck down. I'm gonna rip this sucker right down through here. And there's a couple factors at play. You know, one is what tool to use. You know, how accurate do you want to, how accurate do I want to be? You know, and then you have two different materials. You have the frets that you're trying to go through, so you got to cut through those things first. If they go pretty deep down into the neck, they have little sleeves that fit down in there and hold them in. So you really got to cut those through. You know, the best way probably would be to put up a jig and then run a router down it. But at the same time, I don't want the router to catch that metal, twang up these frets, then I'm kind of fucked. So I'd like to work down the whole time, down against the frets. And this personally, I don't really care if it's got a little bit of hairs coming out. I'll probably just cut it by hand, you know. I'll just come through and cut it by hand. So I don't really care if it's got a little bit of this or a little of that. I'll have to see how the back of this neck shapes out. So I think I'm just gonna use this Dremel. You know, it's got like a little grinder tip on there. It'll cut the metal. I'll sand it down later. I might have to change bits to try to get through the wood. I don't have a lot of wood to go through, so we'll see how that happens. See what happens there. You know, and then the other school is, you know, you could probably take the neck off and work with just the neck, but I like to see where it comes in here so I can get that. And I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of paranoid about taking necks off. It may be unfounded. They may go back in exactly how they came out, but this thing's in there nice and solid. I kind of just prefer to leave it, so I'm just going to cut it on it. I didn't tape this up. I really kind of don't care if, you know, if this gets jinged or I ning something here or do that. I mean, I just kind of don't care. I mean, I kind of like a little bit of you know, feeling in the wood, or a little, God, what word am I looking for? Character. There you go. A little character in the wood. You don't want things looking too new. So anyway, there it is. That's the start. I got myself that from Harbor Freight the other day, so I'm just going to put that on my lines, you know. And then how big are my lines going to be? Probably have to take this off here and put that on later. How big are my lines going to be? What side of the line I want to cut on? I don't really have a super fine tip marker, but it'll be all right. Like I said, I'm cool with it looking, having a little character and having a little feel to it. You know, wood stuff doesn't always have to be perfect. You just don't need it to be perfect. Let's see what I got here. At least I don't. So let's see, coming in through here, coming back through here. That's it, man. It's scary. That's it. And then that's my line, right? Oh, fuck. That held real good. That's that. Right there. I'm not sure I can hold this. Right there. Down to right there. Try to get finger on that and the neck. And then just boom, 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 boom. Let's just see. That's it. Just go, baby. And then see which way this thing, it's spinning right in my face, I think. Ow. Yeah, it's spinning right into my face. And I want to get a little angle on the top side of the fret. Then I'll come back and get the other angle coming through there. Fuck it. 1, 2. Yeah, it's cutting pretty easy. 3, 4. Wow, it's coming pretty easy actually. It is. It's swinging up into my face. Try to get something started. Yeah, it looks like it's a little light. Bam. And this. Coming there. coming there. Yeah, I mean, this will cut wood. But not as well as the wood bit, but again, I got a little more, as you can see. Ooh, look at that thing just came right off. This thing ain't, a little more friendly. It's not going to jump all over. It's not going to catch. The teeth aren't going to catch and jump all over the fucking place. That's it. One more. Right there. So now, I learned before on the other one, you got to go down to get the metal. Because it's burning. It's going to be a decision. I switched to the, on the other guitar, I switched to the fine tool to do the wood. I might have to do that on this too. But at least I can get a semi-accurate start. I can't even see. This is fucking awesome. Look. Look. That's fucking awesome. Look. Yeah, it's hard for me to see. You can tell that the, look at this tape off here. You can tell that the blade, RPM, you can hear that RPM go down. Most of the time on spinning tools, you want to keep that as R's. That's how they get their power, and that's how they last long. You don't want to bog them down if you don't have to. And there it is. And I'll just come right there like that. Woo, that plastic smells. This is probably coming back in there just a little bit. 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 And now let's just see. Just see. It's hard to tell if it's cutting or not. Again, I need to make sure I'm down enough to clear those frets. It's kind of cutting. Let's see. Let's turn this off and take a little depth gauge. See where I'm at. Yeah, not really. It's kind of coming through there like that. Anyway, that's that process. Fuck, I'm blowing shit all over here. Cool.